name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so we're notified. So we're notified. So you're notified. I guess you could notify me. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drops. And then when you are notified, then you email me or notify me in some way. Look in the video notes. There's email, Twitter, Facebook. God, you notify me when video, but you don't really need to notify me because I dropped the video, so I know I did it, right? So I don't know what I was talking about there. My mind is on babbling, right? I was babbling incoherently. It kind of sounds like it was. Anyway, speaking of babbling incoherently, they do that a lot in corporations too. Man, this story is ongoing, right? When I first talked about the story, which was a couple of days ago on a live stream, it was Anheuser Busch, the parent company for Bud Light, had lost $3 billion. As I got read, I spoke about it again last night. They had lost $5 billion. Today, $6 billion. So what happened? Why did they lose all this money? What's going on? They had an insanely stupid marketing executive who thought it'd be a great idea to get Dylan Mulvaney to be to advertise their product, to connect to the new audience, a new generation. She said it's a brand in decline. Actually, it was the best-selling beer of last year. Probably never again now, until because there's a major backlash going on. Look, it's like this. If you're trans, I don't think anybody really has a problem with it. I think what people have a problem with is this grooming that's going on to try and convince children that this very, very strange minority sexuality is normative and healthy, right? I don't know if it is, right? I don't know. It seems to be 42% of the people who have this sexuality, 42% of people end up killing themselves, and they kill themselves before or after they had transgender surgery, right? So there's a real push right now to make it chic, make it in. I think Dylan Mulvaney is somebody very much doing that. Even though I don't really think they're transgendered, I think that Dylan Mulvaney is somebody who really likes being famous, has made, about $30 million over the last year by being, it's his first 365 days as being a woman, right? I don't know, it just doesn't... It doesn't look like he's being like a woman. He looks like he's being like a cartoon character of a little girl, right? If this is genuine, I don't think this is good, right? I don't think this is healthy. But here the point is this. The Anheuser Busch Bud Light market are traditional family people who, generally speaking, believe in God, believe in Christianity, and as such think that cross-dressing itself is something that God says is a no-no to, because it very clearly says that in the Bible. I'm not telling you what is and what is, what is right, what is wrong. I'm just telling you what that market thinks, that audience thinks. And so, kind of like looking for this new audience. Look, they do what they've done, we've seen them do so many times before. Remember Jodie Whittaker, Doctor Who, where they're going to find a whole new audience of stunning, brave girls who are then going to inspire to go into STEM subjects and change the world, because the only reason women are held down horribly is because of the evil male patriarchy. None of that is true. That's all just complete nonsense, but people believe it. People believe absolutely anything for self-aggrandization. So anyway, they got this guy Dylan Mulvaney, and people are like, no, we're sick of all this grooming of our children, right? We are sick to death. If you want to dress as a woman and you have a penis and call yourself a woman, that's your business. It's nothing to do with me. If you want to convince the world that everybody else has to believe you, it has your worldview, that's the problem. And it seems to be push is coming to shove, right? This is the breaking point. This is the point where society really bifurcates completely, because half society says, "Oh God, you're such bigots, not supporting this stunning, brave person who is clearly expressing their natural, wonderful, stunning, brave sexuality," whereas the other half of the people say, "Get the away from my kids, you pervert weirdos," right? And that's kind of what's going on, right? It's amazing to me. All the people who are like really supportive of this have no children. There's another video I'm putting out today about Daniel Radcliffe saying we should really trust children to tell us what they are. I had one of my kids tell me they were a snail once. I had another one tell me they were a hot dog, right? No. Yeah, if you don't have any freaking kids, let me tell you very clearly, you have no fucking idea what you are talking about. If you do not have any kids, you do not have a say in this argument. Just in the same way, right? You would say, well, if you're not black, you can't comment on Black Lives Matter, right? You can't. Okay, if you don't have any children, you can't comment. How about that? How about having a rule that we all agree that you stick to the same rules as you give to us? No. Right, but I think this is a real inflection point in society where people are like saying no, and they have been boycotting Anheuser Busch. They boycotted them over Easter weekend, and the boycott's going on. And I think the boycott should continue until they are forced to apologize, until they are more scared of the people going, leave our fucking kids alone, okay, you grooming pieces of crap. Leave our kids alone. They need to be more scared of them than they are scared of the 12 people on Twitter that scream, right? And I think keep it going. 6 billion so far, make it 50 billion. Make it. Wouldn't it be great if Anheuser Busch actually is brought down by this, right? Think of the reverberations that will go throughout society. It will go out through business. I think it would just be a good thing. And again, look, Dylan Mulvaney, I wish him no ill will. Please, nobody attack anybody, right? Nobody disadvantage anybody because they're different from you. And I'm talking to the people who are very much transgendered activists as well as everybody else, because I don't think they're they're morally of the top caliber. That's just my opinion for you. Anyway, so here we have the executive who came up with the decision, who's since been fired apparently, explained her idiot decision making, and mwah, it is beautiful beyond beautiful. It really is. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you're not on Rumble, head over to Rumble. That is almost certainly where my channel is going to be residing. YouTube is my backup. Thank you for watching over here, though. I'm very, very great if you're on YouTube. If you're on Rumble, though, please hit that subscribe button, right? I really like you hitting the subscribe button. I want to grow the Rumble channel. It's just numbers, baby, right? I have, like, coming up to 200 subscribers on Rumble, which is nothing. I have 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. I should have 40,000. I should probably have about 400,000 at this point. And it's like, now I see how much I'm being suppressed. It's freaking crazy, right? So I really I want to build Rumble up to be more than my YouTube channel, and then, get up to 1,000 subscribers. That's my first goal. I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers on Rumble. If you could hit the subscribe button, that really insanely helps me. So thank you very much for that. Fine, like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are fantastic, right? All those things are fantastic. Look in the video notes, you find links to everything. Now, let me when was this? I did a live stream. I just had a Jewish holiday. So this live stream was, I think, 3 or 4 days ago. I can't remember. My perception of time is completely messed up. I basically had a Sabbath in the middle of the week, and I was like, I don't know what day of the week it is now. It's a long story. It's a long Jewy story. Come hang out on one of my live streams. I'll explain it there. Fine. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Now, let me hand it to me from a couple of days ago. You shouldn't work out opening up saying you're a businesswoman when you're explaining like the fuck up the size of new Coke, right? No, you're a bad businesswoman. Yeah. So the insane woman thought it was a good idea to have Dylan Mulvaney, who I don't even think is trans. He seems to be more like has a sexual identity to be a little girl. Yeah, 1 second. Like he acts like a little girl prancing around, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's like an identity, right? That seems like he needs help. Right. Again, he's always dressing up and being like show tune characters. It's weird, right? It's weird. So then they thought, oh, you know what? We're going to get him to do a campaign for Bud Light. Now, Lonnie in the chat said, oh, no, it was really Dylan Mulvaney jumped on them, right? Who were. And did a Bud Light thing. And then they couldn't disown it, right? That could certainly be. But I love the way she's displaying her child's rainbow behind her to say, look at me. I mean, look at that. That is so what she's doing. She's so proud of her child doing a rainbow. Darling, It's kind of showing. Okay, I hate to tell you, it's kind of showing. Anyway, so it's backfired horribly. It's being like Bud Light is being rejected left, right, and center. We'll go. Well, can I pull up the aftermath trailer as well, because it's so funny. It really is so funny. Here, let me share this. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, okay, fine. So here it is. Here it is. Link. I think is this it? No. Oh, here it is. Okay. Budweiser loses 800 million in one day, right? That's pretty bad. That's not, people said I've had worse days. No, they haven't. In a new record for a second place of losing money, Budweiser's latest push to go woke with transgender activist Dylan Mulvaney has caused a massive nosedive in their stock. And as of this morning, lost them nearly $800 million. First place is, of course, Elon Musk buying Twitter. Well, I'm quite happy about Elon Musk buying Twitter. Anyway.
I had a really clear job.
This is the insane harpy from hell who decided this was a good idea. So let's hear her cast iron rationalization behind this.
I'm a businesswoman.
No, you're not, darling. I keep saying it doesn't make it more true.
I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light. And it was, this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time.
So I should crash it to the ground.
And if we do not attract young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic.
Okay, fair. Now, as soon as you say I've evolve and elevate, you're talking corporate bullshit, right? Here's what you need to do. Okay, you said you need young drinkers, right? Why not get the younger versions of the drinkers you already have? So instead of Dylan Mulvaney, how about Carl Rittenhouse? Right? I mean, like Carl Rittenhouse would be perfect. He's look, you want that hunter demographic. Right, the young hunter gets a Bud Light when he goes out with his mates, right? And you know what? That's probably a much larger group than your woke weirdos, right? Okay, this is PD Rich says I can't say this because I'll get in trouble. Who ruined Bud Light? That's exactly who she is. So yeah, so that. How about that? How about like getting a Crowder? It's just like a really popular right wing person, like really. Oh, you know what? You want the young drinkers? Turning Point USA. Yes, yes. That would be huge for you, like a college movement, right? A counterculture college movement, right? Yeah. So the idea was alienate the customers and advertise a minority, not the grace of power. But yeah, so also let's hear it from her own mouth again.
And what I brought to that was a belief in, okay, what does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone.
Okay, this is somebody who just had buzzwords pumped into their idiot heads and doesn't realize they don't mean anything, right?
It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different and appeals to women and to men.
Fuck off. No. How about appealing to the young men that you're alienating, right? I mean, look at she's like, but this hasn't appealed to anyone, right? This has not appealed to anyone. Has this worked? No.
And representation is at sort of the heart of evolution. You've got to see people who reflect you in the work. And
yeah. So you know what we saw in the work? Insane, liberal, entitled cunts. You know who this demographic is, this woman is? I think her demographic is called she's one of the awful. She's an affluent, liberal, white female. Affluent, liberal, white female. You're right. They're one of the awfuls, right? Yes. No, I've got that wrong then. Female, no, because W should be last then. Affluent, affluent, white. Affluent, white, female, liberal. Affluent, white, female, liberal. That works. That works. Affluent. She's one of the awfuls. Affluent, white, female, liberals. Right there, you go. Yeah. So she sees again a narcissist. People see, yeah, it definitely reflects in a narcissistic, elitist college cunt, right? Who looks down at somebody who's more intelligent than them, merely because she has paid for more of an education.
Had this hangover. I mean, Bud Light had been kind of a brand of fratty, kind of out of touch humor, and it was really important that we had another approach.
Oh yeah, again, you want another approach? You know who your poster boy is Carl Rittenhouse, right? It is not Dylan Mulvaney, right? It is TP USA, right? Is it sad? No, that was real, right? That was real, right? It's insane. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.